Mason digs it out. Hunzinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pat to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making it rain, baby. Carroll for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field. And gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a 2-run shot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. Again, here with Raider basketball here on the WHS Network here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. The 0-1 Winchester Golden Falcons will be taking on your 0-2 Wapahani Raiders here tonight. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. And our student sideline reporter is Bailey Clapper. Again, back with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association. Again, a proud sponsor here of us on the WHS Network. Wapahani, a couple of tough losses to open up the 2025-2026 basketball season, in which, it was, they played really two tough opponents. In all honesty, I thought Muncie Central was definitely a much improved team, very athletic. Pendleton Heights, I believe it was the same deal. We was originally actually going to broadcast that game, but then with the time change, with snow coming in and everything else, I think the biggest thing is that we couldn't get to the ball game in time because of other things we had going on that day. So it just is what it is. So nonetheless, we had a tough night. It really was there for the Raiders, and so hopefully tonight we'll have a bounce back performance. And this time we're going to go ahead and send things on down here to Bailey Clapper to talk with head coach Jeff Andrews.
Good evening. I'm Bailey Clapper, your student sideline reporter. Here with me tonight is Wapahani head coach Jeff Andrews. Coach, your Raiders began the season with a tough 4A opponents with right out the gate. Obviously, I'm sure you guys would have liked a better start, but that's in the rearview mirror. You've got your next 3 games at home starting tonight. Give me your thoughts on the Winchester Golden Falcons.
Well, we just have to come in here and play with a lot of effort. That's really all we're after right now. We got a lot of young guys that we're bringing along, so I just want to see what kind of intensity they have.
In the first 2 games, we've seen Camden and Eli provide much of the offensive production. Obviously, it takes a whole team to get the job done, so how do you look to get more of the guys involved offensively?
Well, after our defense steps up, that'll help provide some more offense, and just getting those young guys more confidence, ready to play, ready to score, we'll be good to go.
Lastly, the Raiders have been very good at defending home court over the last number of years. What needs to happen tonight for them to fend off the Golden Falcons again?
Just effort from start to tip.
Thank you, head coach Jeff Andrews, for joining us tonight. Reporting back to the sidelines, I'm Bailey Clapper. Thank you.
All right, so thank you, Bailey, and thank you to head coach Jeff Andrews. But just like, just like what he talked on, or touched on right there a few moments ago, extremely important to understand, how young this team is, and how, really in all honesty, again, these first 2 games, it's been a little rough at times, just from an offensive standpoint. We put up what was it, 59, I believe, there against Central. But Camden and Eli, was 2 of the, big-time leading scorers in both of those games, so we need to see production, and again, defense can fuel offense. Just like what head coach Jeff Andrews was just talking about right there, need to see more defensively. Right now the Raiders are currently allowing right at 70 points a game. That's not something that we're used to here, and Not saying that, we're going to be a bad defensive team. It's just, again, we're getting our feet wet right here. A lot of inexperience, guys that are now fulfilling roles that has never been asked of them before. Guys that's moved up from the JV now to the varsity level. That's a big step, just like moving up from the freshman team to the JV team or the 8th grade team up to the freshman team. Every level it's a bigger step, and there's more that's going to be asked of you. But I believe, this is going to be still a great year. Don't, and I talked about this there when we had our Muncie Central broadcast. Don't worry about these first 2 games. You got to put that in the rearview mirror. You got to look forward to what you have in front of you. And I think it's going to be a very, very bright future for this Raider basketball team, not only this year, but many years to come. But, first 2 games, it is what it is. You learn from it, you get better. And tonight's a great opportunity, playing on your home floor for the very first time of the season against, really what has always been a pretty solid opponent here in Winchester. They lost their first game of the season there at Monroe Central. Wapahani showcasing these really nice, sharp-looking white uniforms. They have the red uniforms that they wear on the road, and now they have the white ones on, obviously, for the home games. But, these guys are ready to go. They're ready to defend home court. They're ready to show what they can do, and, hopefully we'll get things clicking on all cylinders right from the get-go here tonight. It's going to be one of those ball games, I think, that, if you can start to set the tone early, and ride that momentum that you can establish early on right here, that can be very beneficial for, what will hopefully be a victorious night here for tonight's varsity action here for Wapahani. So we're really looking forward to seeing what these guys can do. Please make sure to stick around here with us. Again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame show presented by the Liberty Prairie Alumni Association. Again, we'll be back here with tonight's national anthem, as well as tonight's starting lineups and the tip-off coming up right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Senior guard Camden Bell for eclipsing the 1,000-point mark in his career. During the morning game of last year's IHSAA Class 2A semi-state matchup with Gary 21st, Camden Bell drives the lane and finishes at the rim for his 1,000th career point. Cam becomes just the 8th Wapahani boys basketball player to join this illustrious club, and the first since 2024 graduate and former teammate Isaac Andrews. He currently sits at 1,055 career points and looks to soon pass 1989 grad Scott Woods on the all-time scoring list at Wapahani this season. Cam has recently committed to play basketball at Taylor University next season. So fans, one more final round of applause as we recognize and congratulate senior Camden Bell. What's good, and welcome to Raiders Gymnasium at Wapahani High School for tonight's boys basketball game between the Winchester Falcons and the Wapahani Raiders. Wapahani High School and all Liberty Parish schools are a smoke-free facility. Please help us in maintaining this policy. Restrooms are located in the hallway outside the northeast doors of the gymnasium. Women's are first on the left, men's are second on the left. The administration at Liberty Perry Community School Corporation and Wapahani High School would like to welcome you to this basketball contest. As a member of the Indiana High School Athletic Association, we are committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship in high school athletics. Please allow the players to play, the coaches coach, and the officials officiate this contest in a positive manner. We appreciate and thank you for your encouragement. At this time, would you please rise if you are able and remove your hats as the Wapahani Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Kevin Van Note, lead us in the playing of our Star-Spangled Banner.
All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network as we are set for tonight's starting lineups presented by Dr. Kerdze Wolf DDS-PC. The starters will look like this here for the Winchester Golden Falcons, starting at 4, the 6'3" senior wearing number 1, Carter Campbell. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore, number 3, Abram Bode. At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 5, Bentley McFarland. At the other guard position, a 6'2" senior, number 10, Caleb Hummel. And at guard, a 6' senior, wearing number 30, Cam Baldwin. Again, the head coach here for Winchester, Mr. Jake Turner, assisted by Josh Hummel and Stephen Graft. We'll wait here on our PA announcer, Adam Faulkner, as the main event is about to begin here in just a moment with tonight's player introductions here for Wapahani. This is the best part right here, folks. Lights are off, spotlights are on. The Raider Pep Band for the first time this season cranking up the intro song. And it's time to meet your Wapahani Raiders. The non-starters here for the Raiders will include number 1, Connor Bell, number 3, Leighton Spence, number 4, Riley Swift, number 10, DJ Seagraves. Number 12, Caleb Lewis. Number 30, Ethan Bragg. Number 24, Graham Cook. Number 33, Noah Olson. And again here for our Dr. Kara J. Wolf PDSPC starting lineup. Starting at one guard here for the Raiders. He is a 5'10" sophomore wearing 0. Carter Bell. At 1 forward, a 6' senior wearing number 14, Hunter Rodifer. At forward, a 6'4" senior. Number 20, Eli Andrews. At guard, a 6'1" senior. Number 22, Camden Bell. And at forward. And at forward, we have a 5'9" senior wearing number 32, Quentin James. Again, your Raiders coached by Jeff Andrews, assisted by Andy Zitgram, Brian Bell, and Josh Kaufman. So again, that is tonight's Kara J. Wolf PDSPC starting lineup. We'll be back with tip-off coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Pass to the basket, gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell, right wing, 3 is up, and good. Yes, Camden Bell making it rain, baby.
Jeff Andrews and his staff, including Andy Zitrak, Josh Kaufman, and Brian Bell.
All right, basketball fans, time has now officially arrived. The home opener of this 2025-2026 boys basketball season. Again, packed house out here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium as the 0-1 Winchester Golden Falcons take on the 0-2 Wapahani Raiders as we get tonight's game officially underway here at 7:25 p.m. here on this Friday, December the 5th of 2025. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Mobilius. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, and our student sideline reporter and student statistician Ms. Bailey Clapper. So hopefully all of you are ready for another action-packed night of Raider basketball. And what will be victory number 1 here under the tutelage here of head coach Jeff Andrews and the Wapahani Raiders. Eli Andrews here on the left side wing, dribbles inside, and that will be a turnover. First one here of the night for Wapahani. And tonight's game presented here by East Jackson Auto Sales, a proud sponsor here of the WHS Network and proud supporter of Wapahani Athletics. Here's number 30. Here with the basketball, Pauldwin now finds number 3, Bogue. Back down to the defender, finds Campbell. Campbell now here on the left side wing. The handoff to Hummel. The shot is up. No good. But right there's Campbell there with the rebound, and that will be swatted away and then rebounded by Hunter Rodifer, his first rebound here of the night. Camden Bell will make it rain from downtown. Yes. Camden Bell again averaging right around 23 points a game to begin the season. 23, 24 points again right there before the national anthem. We end up turning the volume on there for all you fine folks, but again, recognize Camden for collecting .1000 there at the end of last season. There in that semi-state game there against Gary 21st Century. But again, first home game, got to recognize Camden here tonight, and a great recognition it is. Carter Bell, no good for 3. Rebounded there by Quentin James. It was deflected out there by Andrews. And Camden Bell just kind of configures his way right into the inside there for his 5th point on the evening. So a 5-0 start here for Wapahani. Looking there for the back cut, and instead, number 5, McFarland will be fouled on the play here by Camden Bell. That will be his first, team's first here of the evening. Here at the 5:44 mark in quarter number 1. Post feed inside. Now Baldwin works his way up top there to Campbell. Campbell will now give way to Hummel. Hummel thought about taking out right side three, but it was well defended there from Andrews. Bogue will once again give way to Campbell. Tries to back down Rodifer, but well defended there by Hunter as Quentin James will strip that away. First turnover of the night here for Winchester. With just a touch over 5 minutes remaining. The screen right there from Rodifer. Corner three from Andrews. No good. James there with the rebound, his second on the night. Camden Bell tacking that left side, and we're going to get a blocking foul here on Winchester. This will be on number 5, Bentley McFarland, his first, team's first here of the evening. So it'll be 2 shots here for Camden Bell.
Number 5, Bentley McFarland, that's his first. Team's first of the period. It's a shooting foul to the free throw line for 2 shots, number 22, Camden Bell.
So the first of 2 here for Camden will be up, and it will be good. So we'll have a substitution. Number 42, Mason Moore, now in for Winchester. Here for Wapahani, number 1, Connor Bell will check in for the first time tonight. Quentin James will have a seat. The second of 2 free throws for Bell will be up and finds the bottom of the net. Nicely done. So the first 7 points go to Camden Bell here for Wapahani. 7-0 start. It's exactly what we wanted to see right here. Carter Bell will nearly force the turnover. So again, a couple of deflections. Nice defense there from Rodifer. Inbounded here to number 42, Mason Moore. He'll give way to Bogue. Bogue drives there to the middle, finds Campbell. The fake handoff there to Hummel. Campbell again is well defended there by Rodifer. Connor Bell there with a rebound, his first. Camden right side up top here to Connor. Camden right back at it, and we'll have a traveling violation. So again, the Raiders right now with all 3 Bell boys on the floor. Camden, Connor, and Carter. And a foul here on Camden. That's already going to be his second, team's second. So for obvious reasons, got to play smart the rest of the way, especially in this first and even second quarter. Baldwin for 3. That will be no good. And that ball stripped away by Connor Bell. So the turnover and then the foul from Carter Campbell of Winchester, his first, team second. Again, credit Connor there with a takeaway. So 2 turnovers now for Winchester. Carter Bell will bring it across half court. Carter gives way to Camden. And out of bounds, they say off of Wapahani.
Substitution for Winchester, number 5.
So already 3 turnovers. Got to find a way to start playing a little bit cleaner here. Granted, yes, you're up 7-0. And I'm not saying whether or not I think that was a turnover. But either way, you got to make sure we play good, clean basketball the rest of the way. Hummel right side. We're going to have a moving screen here on number 42, Mason Moore. That will be his first, team's third. Also third turnover right there is Caleb Lewis. We'll see his first action here tonight as Hunter Rodifer will have a seat. Here with 3:41 to play here in the first quarter. Andrews to the corner here to Carter. Carter jump shot there from left side elbow will be up and good for 2. Nicely done. Carter with his first points and a 30-second timeout on the floor here at the 3:29 mark, and a timeout taken here by Winchester. Stick around here, folks. We'll be back following this timeout here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. 9-0 is your score with 3:29 to play here in the first quarter. It's going to be Winchester basketball returning from timeout. Inbound here to number 30. That is Cam Baldwin bringing it across half court, guarded by Camden Bell. Campbell on to Baldwin, drives the right side. Again, quickly shut down, but Hummel for three, no good. And a loose ball inside as we'll have a foul before there was any kind of rebound, and that foul was on number 5, Bentley McFarland, his second, team's fourth of the quarter. So it will be Camden Bell bringing it across the half-court line here for Wapahani, this time down. Camden to the corner, Carter Bell pulling the trigger and making a big-time splash right there. Carter Bell now 5 points and forces Winchester into another turnover, now their fourth. So again, some good ball movement, good shot selection here from Wapahani. Shots are falling. Positivity and confidence continues to rise here from the Raiders as they are staring at a 12-0 lead. Andrews gives way to Carter Bell. Needs to find a way out of his corner, able to do so. Camden from way downtown, no good. That will be rebounded there by Abram Bogue just a moment ago. Moore, his pass right there will be deflected out of bounds off Caleb Lewis as number 32, Quentin James, will return to the floor. For Wapahani, Camden Bell will have a seat. Inbounded to Moore. Campbell gets that pass deflected there by Lewis. Turnover number 5. Caleb cruising on in there for 2 more. Yes! Caleb now with his first points on the night. Make that a 14-0 Wapahani start. Hummel here with a handoff to Baldwin. Back to Hummel here at the top of the key. Guarded by Andrews. Works his way back out to Campbell. Dribbles the left side. The handoff to Baldwin. Now to Moore. Shuffle the feet. Back to Baldwin here on the left wing. Guarded heavily there from Connor Bell. Tell you what, I think Moore got away with a couple of travels here on this possession. And shuffling that feet before he takes that dribble. Campbell lost the handle on it. And now a loose ball. Getting involved there is Quentin James, as the loose ball will result in a jump ball, which that will favor the Golden Falcons. They're with 1:37 to go here in the first. So Bogue with the inbound to Moore. Now gives way to Baldwin once again. Hummel up top. Drives it right. Kicks it to the left wing. Baldwin's three is up and good. And that will get the Winchester Golden Falcons on the board here for the first time this evening. Took about 6 minutes and 40 seconds. But they get the job done, and we'll see if that leads to bigger things. Hopefully not, but that right there will be another turnover for Wapahani, their fourth. And a travel again there from Moore. 6 turnovers now in the quarter for Winchester. Carter dribbles right there to the free throw line. Stop, pop, no good. Rebounded by Campbell. The Golden Falcons are on the run right here. Baldwin dribbles to the middle. Dumps it down low. Moore up and good for 2. Nice ball movement there by the Falcons. And so we'll see if the Raiders choose to hold for the last shot of the quarter or not right here. Connor Bell gives way here to Quentin James. Carter now drives it right, shots up, finds the bottom of the net. Very, very productive first quarter here from Carter Bell. 7 points and a rebound already for the sophomore guard. And we will get a 30-second timeout taken here by Winchester. So this will already be 2 timeouts burned here in quarter 1. Again, 4 seconds to play here in this first quarter. Again, just a reminder, make sure to join us. It'll be tomorrow night when we have the 2nd annual Christmas in Selma event. Again, those of you that came out last year, it was truly a great time. I mean, a lot of fun, and that will be going on tomorrow night, December the 6th, from 4 to 8 p.m. Again, the location right there at Selma Christ Church, right there at Selma Ball Diamonds, and the Selma Lions Club all right there together, as well as the Selma Legion. Got a lot of stuff going on, different festivities as you see there on your screen. So come join us there from 4 to 8 tomorrow night. Shot is up and rattles that one on home, and that will do it here for this first quarter. So at the end of 1, it is Wapahani 16, Winchester 8. Stick around here with us, folks. Again, tonight's game presented by East Jackson Auto Sales. We'll be back here with your second quarter here on the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back. Here as we begin the second quarter play. Again here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy and our student sideline reporter Bailey Clapper. Hope all of you enjoyed the broadcast so far here tonight. Again, we want to thank you for tuning in as Carter Bell with another big-time rainmaker, his second on the night. That will now give him 10 points. Leading the way here for Wapahani here in this first half. Hummel drives there to the left side elbow, now back out to Campbell. Campbell now to the right side, fakes the handoff to Bogue, there in the corner. Bogue now with the basketball, finds Campbell there on the pick and roll. Now back out to Moore here at the top of the key. And we'll have a traveling violation on the Golden Falcons. 7th turnover now of this first half. That corner pass deflected out of bounds. Winchester read that one like a book. So the Raiders will inbound it here to Camden. Gives way to Carter Bell. And we will have a illegal screen. It's on Hunter Rodiford, his first, team's first here of the quarter. It's now the 5th turnover here of the night for Wapahani. 19-8 lead. Baldwin here at the top, drives it right side. The handoff here to Bogue, dribbles along the baseline and lost that one out of bounds. So turnovers continue to mount for the Golden Falcons. Give them now 8. Again, so important, the basic facets of the game. And one of those is taking care of the basketball. And Wapahani hasn't really done themselves any favors either. That's already our 6th. It's way too many. Rebound there by Camden Bell, his first on the night. Bell left side, no good. Roddifer there with the rebound. His second, can't get the putback to go. Oh, that was a travel. Shoo, boy. But it is what it is. Keep on playing here. The 3 up and good there for Hummel. That's really unfortunate. So Hummel there with 6 points. And the reason I say that was unfortunate is because, again, missed a travel. You're not going to see everything. That's not possible. But that ended up leading to a 3. Of course, we probably could have defended it maybe a little bit better. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Bell here on the right side. Camden Bell, that is. Connor sets up there for the screen. Rolls off of it. Drives to the right side of the basket. Nothing's available. Baldwin there cuts him off there along the baseline. Now Carter Bell, as we'll have a timeout on the floor taken by Wapahani at the 4:54 mark. And this will be a 30-second timeout. And so we will step aside here for a quick timeout of our own. It is Wapahani 19, Winchester 11. All right, folks, welcome back. And following the timeout, Wapahani with 4 timeouts remaining, Winchester with 3. And we've got 4:54 to go here in this first half. That pass deflected and turned over. No good there for Bell, and it's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to head back the other way. Carter Bell back in the game. Quentin James will have a seat. Maddox Adams there with a handoff to Hummel. Bogue right side dribbles, finds Adams, and the layup no good. Rebounded by Carter Bell. The second board here of the night. Camden Bell now out near half court. And got the friendly bounce and the roll to go. So Camden now with 9 points and a rebound in this first half of play. Again, under 3.5 to go here in the first half. Wapahani finds themselves up by 8. And the runner able to get that one to go right there was number 10, Caleb Hummel. So again, Winchester's really starting to find their footing right here offensively. We've seen it right there towards the end of the first quarter and seeing that continue here in the second quarter. Again, 15 points At this point in time in the game, I mean, I wouldn't say that's good, but considering where they started, they've been playing some much better basketball here on the offensive end. Three is no good. Rebounded there by Rodifer, his third board. Andrews here at the top, looking to orchestrate things here for the Raiders. Connor Bell sets up there for the screen, and now Andrews will time to clear out. Carter Bell for three. Tickles the twine there for three more. Man, Carter is lighting it up tonight. His third three now, 13 first half points, leading the way here for the Raiders. Campbell out here to Adams. He'll give way to Hummel. Back to Campbell here on the left side wing. Good defense from Rodifer. And staying right there with him, Adams will get the finger roll to go. We've reached the 1.5 minute mark. Carter Bell again buries another one. Oh, heck yes. Fourth three of this half. Give him 16 points. Putting a heck of a shooting display on so far. Like to continue to see more of that. No good right there. Rodifer corralling his fourth rebound as we are under a minute to go. Andrews from way downtown. So Eli there with his first points. And so what was a 6-point lead now up to 13. Adams drives the left side of the lane. Will get the right-handed floater to go. So the Raiders looking to hold for the last shot of the half. On top here by 11. Looking to make it more right here. Camden Bell, no good, and that will do it here for this first half of play. So your halftime score, it's Wapahani 30, Winchester 19. Stick around here with us, folks. We'll have our halftime report coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Again with our Taylor Architects 8-game break at the half. Again, Wapahani here with a 30-19 lead here at the break. And special guest I'm being joined here by tonight. We have Brett and Michelle Cook of Cook and Bell joining us again. They will be singing tomorrow night in a Christmas concert at Selma for the Christmas in Selma event. So I'm being joined here by them here this evening again. Michelle, you guys can talk about tomorrow night and what other events you guys have coming up throughout the holiday season.
First of all, a big thank you to both of you guys for making these games. My mama is in assisted living and she can't be here, so thank you guys so much for doing this at the home games and some of the away games as well, so that my mama and lots of other people can watch these games, because she's proud of these great grandboys that she's got on this team. So big shout out to my mama, she's watching tonight. Yeah. But we're thrilled to be at Christmas in Selma tomorrow. We're going to sing approximately 7 o'clock, 7:15. We'll be around the concession stand area at the Ball Diamonds. They're right in the middle of the town. And this is our first time doing this, and we love Christmas music, and so we're going to come and bring an acoustic Christmas little mini concert to Selma, about 45 minutes, and just have a beautiful time in downtown Selma. And it's gonna feel like a Hallmark movie down there. So we're super thrilled and just can't wait. It's gonna be a good time.
Well, I know Dale and your dad is going to be part of this, and a lot of people. And last year was kind of the first time they'd ever done it, and they were really surprised how great of a turnout Selma really came out for it. So weather should be good. It's going to be a little cold, but the biggest thing for our guys when it's 30-degree weather, your fingers get a little cold playing the guitar. So our vocal cords will be all right, but the fingers are going to be a little cold. But we'll do 45 minutes, so we're just going to do as many Christmas songs as we can and have fun. So. Yeah,
just put your toboggan on your head and put you an extra shirt on underneath, and it's just going to be a beautiful time. There's going to be lots of food vendors, and so lots of, you can get food. There's some craft vendors as well, so you can get lots of cool things that are handmade, and so it's going to be just an awesome time. We can't wait we didn't get to come last year, so this will be our first time witnessing it. So everybody come out, everybody all over East Central Indiana, come to the beautiful tiny town of Selma, Indiana, and come celebrate Christmas and do a little shopping and get you some good food and hear some good music.
Now, you'd mentioned about some other stuff we're doing. This is a little different for us because normally we have a full band, and so when your dad and Dale would ask us to do this, we said, well, yeah, we can come out and do an acoustic thing and kind of do more of a broke-down thing, so it'll be fun. But our annual Christmas show we do every year, we've moved it this year. A lot of people, it's like, well, you've always had it at Muncie Central. Well, this year we're moving it to a brand new $20 million theater in Gas City, which is only about 20-25 minutes up the road. Beautiful theater. The production, the lights, the production, video walls on each
Lots
song.
of incredible guests that'll be singing.
So we got about 7 other singers that's going to be in our show. So it's more or less Brett, Michelle, and friends.
Yes.
And it's really not about Michelle and myself. It's more about us introducing our friends to our fans.
Sure.
And it's just the first half is regular music. Everybody comes out. We do a little bit more songs, but everybody else does a normal song, and then second half
is Christmas.
Is Christmas, and we're not Bill Gaither, but we all come out. And we're together, like you're in our living room, and so whoever's singing the Christmas song just gets up, and we have a house band. We got 3 guys coming from Nashville, Tennessee. Seth, our son's going to be coming in from Nashville, and I think he's done every Christmas show with us.
Yes.
And so we're looking forward to him being part of it.
Yeah. It's at the Gas City Performing Arts Center in Gas City, Indiana. And that particular show, 7 o'clock on December 20th. On December 20th, that's a Saturday night, 7 o'clock. And then we're doing a matinee show on that Sunday on the 21st at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
But you can, because they used to be able to get tickets at Hunter's Tax Service. And this year it's a lot easier on Michelle and I. You can just go to the Gas City PAC, Performing Arts Center.
Yep.
There is one called Gas City PAC, but we don't want that one. That's a different one. So we went
thegascitypac.com.
But you can get tickets on there. The tickets are really inexpensive. The reserve seats are only $15. So the pit seats are like 20. So but it'll be a great show. Like I said, a bunch of our friends just to celebrate Christmas and get everybody in a Christmas mood.
But definitely come out tomorrow to downtown Selma. There's a parade that starts at 6 o'clock, at 4 o'clock. The whole event starts at 4 o'clock. So from 4 to 8 o'clock, I think, is the whole event. But an awesome parade where there'll be lots of vehicles all lit up. That'll be super cool. And then we'll start approximately around 7 o'clock and go for about 45 minutes to an hour. It'll be an awesome time.
But if we don't sound that good in 30-degree weather, do not throw snowballs.
I say go ahead and throw the snowball. That's what I say. Thank you guys for having us on. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys, and we appreciate you guys being down here tomorrow night. Thank you guys.
It's going to be a blast.
All right, so again, big thank you to Cook and Bell for joining us here tonight. Again, they will be down there at Christmas in Selma tomorrow night from 4 to 8 p.m. is the Christmas in Selma event. And they will be coming on around 7:15 tomorrow night. As now we're going to go and send things on down here to our student sideline reporter, Bailey Clapper, to talk with varsity assistant coach, Andy Zittgraff.
Bailey Clapper here reporting from the sidelines. I'm joined by varsity assistant coach Andy Zittgraff. Coach, give me your assessment of the first half as well as the keys are for the Raiders in the second half and come away with a victory.
First off, it's nice to be here for a home game. It's nice to be back in Raider Gym. We need to get back. We're okay. We just need to get some stops, keep them in front, give them one chance, then offensively just have some better possessions. When we're hitting shots, we're going to get what we want.
Thank you for your time. Back to you, Marvo.
Thank you, Bailey, and thank you, assistant varsity coach Andy Zittgraff here tonight. Again, a good first half of play here for Wapahani. Overall, again, want to definitely make sure to limit the turnovers. We end up having 7 first half turnovers. That's not terrible by any means. I mean, I wouldn't say that, wow, that's overly fantastic and that's greatest that any team could do. But, 7, it is what it is. We forced 8. So that's a plus, and we're on top by 11 points right now. The Raiders were led here in this first half by Carter Bell, had 16 points and 2 rebounds. Camden Bell, 9 points and 1 rebound. Next we have Eli Andrews with 3 points, Caleb Lewis with 2 points, then Hunter Rodifer with 4 rebounds, Quentin James with 2 rebounds, and Connor Bell with 1 rebound there for the grand total of 30 first half points for your Wapahani Raiders. So again, make sure to stay right here with us. Again, quarter number 3 coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Got back a little bit late right here because both teams went ahead and got back onto the court to begin the second half a little early. So that's why we had to cut the commercial break a little bit short right there. But nonetheless, back at it here for this second half of play here on the WHS Network. Again, Brandon Morvilius right here with you. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy, and again, our student sideline reporter is Bailey Clapper. Did an excellent job. Appreciate her for, again, interviewing our varsity assistant, Andy Zittgraff, there during the half, as well as, again, a big thanks there to Brett, Michelle Cook for joining us here tonight. Wanted to get them on here, especially, obviously such a wonderful time of the year anywhere. You try to spread joy and a cheerful attitude, especially during the holidays. You should all the time, but especially during the holiday season, and just a lot of different events going on. And just wanted to put them out there as much as we can. Just absolutely wonderful people, and appreciate them a great deal of amount, no doubt about it. Carter Bell there with a rebound. His third here on the night. And no good right there. Rodifer, though, with the rebound. And then taken away from him. Bogue for two. No good. Andrews will corral the rebound. That's his first of the night. Quentin James on to Andrews here at the top. Swung back over here to the left side wing to Camden Bell. 6:55 here in the third. Again, a great night here from Raider Gymnasium. Again, a packed house. Great crowd here for Winchester and for Wapahani. I'm just happy to be able to bring tonight's game to all of you out there, wherever you're watching us from. Again, always love hearing from Barbara Wilmoth. Again, there's Andrews there for two more. But Barbara, again, lives all the way down in South Carolina. Always watches us. Greatly appreciate her. I know Bob Taylor, he's actually here tonight, but there's times where, he watches us from home. He might not be able to make it, especially in this cold winter season. But so many others that continue to watch every single ball game and support, wonderful young men out here on the floor. This is what it's all about. This is why we do what we do. It's for them and for all of you. So appreciate you all. Carter Bell up top now. Quentin James will give away here to Camden. Drives the left side. Cross-court pass. Andrews. Looking if an angle is way down low there to Rodifer. And that ball just kind of came off his hand a little different. He ended up getting his own rebound. So that's one way to bolster the rebounding stats. So the foul was on number 5, Bentley McFarland. That will be his third, team's second, as Rodifer will cash in on the first free throw attempt. So that will be his first point of the evening. And Mason Moore back in for Winchester. The second of two for Rodifer will be up, and it will be good. Nicely done. So 2 for 2 on the trip there for Hunter. 2 points, 6 rebounds so far here for the senior forward. Bogue, left side, gets that pass deflected away there by Quentin James, but Moore is able to recover. Hummel now in possession, finds Campbell. Here on the right side elbow, dribbles it down low here on the right low block, and oh man. It's a foul here on Rodifer. That will be his second. Team's first here of the quarter. Inbounded to Moore, gives away to Campbell near the top. Swung to Bogue, dribbles, right side wing, back up top to Campbell again. Swung down to left side. Baldwin back to Campbell. Drives left side of the lane, finds Hummel. Again, as the ball reversed now back here to the strong side. Bogue for 3, off to the left. Quentin James with the rebound, his third of the evening. Bell lost a handle on it, and they're going to say it's out of bounds off of Wapahani. Second turnover here of the half. And we will have a substitution. Number 22, Jacoby Addington, will enter the ball game here for the first time this evening for Winchester. There is 4:46 to play here in this third. Moore hands it off to Addington, now on here to Hummel. Dumps it down low, pick and roll action there between Hummel and Campbell. Great defense here from the Raiders. Somehow Campbell was able to work his way down there along the baseline and have a decent enough angle to put that one in there for 2. The foul is on Hunter Rodifer, his third, team second here of the quarter, as Caleb Lewis will check back in for Wapahani. Roddifer's going to have a seat. Again, with a little over 4 minutes to play here in the third. And that bucket again did count, and the free throw will be good for Campbell. So he will convert here on the three-point play, and that will give him his first 3 points of the night. Carter Bell will drive it left, and left that one a touch short off the backboard. Hummel, left corner three, right on point. And we will get a full timeout on the floor. Stick around here, folks. 36-28. We'll be back. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Again, as we return from the timeout. Again, that timeout, again, taken here by Wapahani. They will have 3 remaining. So, again, 3:50 and counting to go here in the third. Wapahani leads it by 8. Again, I believe they've been up by as much as right around 13, 14 points. Somewhere in that area. Hand off here to Carter Bell here on the far side there on the wing. And we'll have a reach-in foul here on number 30. That's Cam Baldwin. That's going to be his first, team's third of the quarter. Inbounded here to Camden Bell. Cross half court now for the Raiders. Finds Eli here in front court. Dribbles, gets down low, out to the left corner. Connor Bell, no good. Andrews will track down the rebound, his second. Andrews coming off that curl, finds Connor again, a three. Big time splash this time. Yes! Connor Bell makes it rain from the left corner. His first points on the night. Back to an 11-point Wapahani lead. Moore looking there for the back cut there by Baldwin, but again, well defended. Nice hands right there by Lewis, creating the turnover. Carter Bell to Camden Bell on the Connor. Drives the lane, kicks it back to the right wing. Andrews, no good. Campbell with the rebound. Oh, there you go. Get the hand in there, Camden. To deflect that one away. Addington gives way to Campbell. Baldwin down low. Campbell post feed. And that's a travel. Oh. Rather, we're going to have a foul. That will be on number 1, Connor Bell, his first, team's third. So we'll have number 3, Bogue, back in for Winchester. Post feed down low, Campbell will travel. Third turnover now the half. That will give them 11 here on the ball game. We'll see Riley Swift now in here for the first time this evening. Tell you what, those of you that watched the junior varsity game tonight, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you didn't, you missed out. There's Connor Bell for three, no good. Camden with the rebound and the putback. But Riley Swift, man, he lit the net on fire there in that junior varsity game here tonight. So the timeout taken by Winchester. This will be their third charge timeout here of the evening. And we will go ahead and stick right here with you, folks. We would like to thank some of our sponsors here this evening. Again, big thank you here to Next Home Elite Realtor, or Hometown Realtor. That is Courtney Felton. Again, great teams win with heart, hustle, communication, and trust, and those are some great values the Next Home Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton brings to every real estate move. Whether you're buying or selling, she is there to use her local roots to meet your real estate needs every step of the way. So make sure to call Courtney Felton at 765-748-6334 for all of your real estate needs. Again, a big thanks here to Henry Community Health Director of Sports Medicine, Tony Cox. Again, Tony Cox, your certified athletic trainer, is here to get our athletes back in a game and to help them get better, stronger, and faster than ever before. He's a 1982 graduate of Ball State University and a 1983 graduate of Miami of Ohio University, and his 19th year as Director of Sports Medicine and 47th year overall. Make sure to reach out to him for all of your rehab and recovery needs at 765-521-1131 and make your appointment now. Inbounded here to Bogue, again returning from the timeout. Wapahani with 3 of them left. Winchester with 2. And we'll have a foul here on Eli Andrews. That's his first, team's 4th. Inbounded to Moore near the high post area. Campbell over to Baldwin. Left side 3 is up. Left that one short. Moore there with a rebound. Decides to kick it back out to Bogus. He will drive the baseline. The left-handed reverse lay-in. No good. Connor Bell with the rebound. His second on the night. And so we'll see if the Raiders decide to hold for the last shot of the quarter. Connor Bell swung on to Carter. He'll give away to Swift. Now on to Connor Bell. So you've got the Bell boys, Andrews and Swift on the floor, and a foul. It's going to be a foul here on number 10, Caleb Hummel. That's his second, team's 4th. And we will have a substitution. Number 5, Bentley McFarland, to check back in for the Golden Falcons. And 5 seconds to play here. Inbounded to Andrews. Left wing shot, no good, but Carter Bell fouled on the 3. So the foul will be on Abram Bogue. His first, team's 5th. So make that 3 shots here for Carter Bell.
It's a shooting foul. 3 shots for number 0, Carter Bell.
First free throw attempt will be up and good for Carter. The first point here of the second half after a 16-point first half for the sophomore guard. The second of 3 will be up and good. We'll have Quentin James, Caleb Lewis back in for Camden Bell, and Eli Andrews. And so now the third and final free throw here for Carter Bell. It will be up, and it will be good. Excellent job. And that will do it here for the third. Wapahani 44, Winchester 28. Make sure to stay right here with us, folks. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter play coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back as we enter the fourth quarter of action, again from Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana. Wapahani here with a 16-point lead as we head to the fourth, in possession of the basketball. The Raiders will have James, Andrews, Rodifer, Carter Bell, and Camden Bell on the floor. For Winchester, it'll be Hummel, as well as Campbell, Bogue, McFarland, and Baldwin on the floor. So a first possession turnover to begin the fourth quarter. And the Raiders now with 10 turnovers here on the night. Again, so far, a much, much better job of taking good care of the basketball. Obviously, and this is not necessarily trying to be a knock on, opponents, and who we played. But, our first two opponents, no doubt, brought big-time heavy pressure. And we handled that okay at times, other times maybe not so much. Hummel up and good there for two. But defense has been spectacular so far here tonight. Again, yes, sure, you're going to have lapses from time to time, but good majority of the time not the case. And then the Rainbow Rainmaker from Camden Bell. Second three of the night now gives him 16 points, but then Winchester answers right back with a bucket from Bogue, as a foul will be here on 0. Carter Bell, his first, team's first of the quarter. So Bogue will head back to the line for Winchester, looking to convert on a three-point play opportunity. And a free throw will be up and good. And so just like that, back to a 14-point lead. Andrews attacking the rack and kissing that one off the glass for two. Andrews now with 7 points and a pair of rebounds. Campbell looking for the handoff to Hummel, but again, well defended there from Eli Andrews. Baldwin now off the curl, finds Campbell, dribbles inside. Rodifer closes things down, but then Baldwin sneaks right through the middle with a cut to the basket and gets the left-handed finish. Nice pick and roll action. Rodifer fouled on the way up. Excellent work there from the Raiders. Good ball movement, great recognition there from Andrews, and then Rodifer not shying away from the contact. Good work right there. So the foul on Cam Baldwin, his second, team's first of the quarter. Again, Rodifer at the line for two of them. As the first one will be up and no good. So believe it or not, that's the first miss of the night there for the Raiders. We were 9 for our first 9. Second free throw attempt up and good. So 1 for 2 ain't bad. We'll take that all day, every day. Better than coming up with nothing. 3 points, 6 rebounds now for Hunter. 5:53 to go, and that's going to be an illegal screen here on Winchester. Number 5, Bentley McFarland. That's his 4th. Team 2nd. Also the 4th turnover now of the half. And we will get a 30-second timeout on the floor taken here by Wapahani. And we will go ahead and step aside here for a quick timeout of our own. 50-35 here on the WHS Network. All right, welcome back in 5:52 to go here in regulation. A 50-35 Wapahani lead, but looking to push the envelope a little bit more. As it's going to be Raider basketball again returning here from the timeout. Andrews across half court, guarded here by Carter Campbell. Up top, Bell here in the left side wing. The screen there from Rodifer rolling off of it. Bell to the corner. Andrews pulling the trigger and no good. And James corralling his 4th rebound. Camden Bell. Oh, heck yes. Making it rain for the 3rd time tonight. 19 points here for the senior guard. Hummel cruises in there for 2 more. Now with a team high 15 points on the night. Camden there with a little shimmy shake. Back over to Rodifer. Now swung on to Carter Bell. Now to Camden out near half court. Carter weaving his way through traffic. Look at the shot fake and then the finish by Rodifer. Got his defender up in the air and watched him sail on by. Left that one short. That one's going to be out of bounds, they say, off of Wapahani. And we will have another timeout on the floor. There is 4:28 to play. This will be a full timeout taken by Winchester, so they will have 1 remaining. Don't go anywhere again, folks. 4:28 to play here in regulation. We'll be back here on the WHS Network.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
All right, again, welcome back from the timeout. Brandon Morvillius alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, our student sideline reporter Bailey Clapper. Again, here from Raider Gymnasium. Again, your Raiders on top here by 18, 55-37 with 4:20 to go here in the 4th. Camden Bell, again, double teamed right here by Hummel and then Campbell, but angles his way out of trouble and finds Andrews. Andrews will drive it left to the corner to Carter Bell, back outside here to Camden. Andrews, baseline fadeaway jumper, no good this time around, and that's a double dribble. Camden Bell up top finds Quentin James. Really gets that ball stripped away from him. We're starting to see the continued picking up of the pressure here from Winchester. Rodifer will dribble that one off someone's foot, and then Winchester gives it right back to us. And that was just a little bit of a foul there on Carter Campbell, his second. Team's third of the quarter. Splits the defenders right there, did Camden Bell. Carter now out near half court. Back out here to the outlet pass here to Camden. And again, forcing him right there near the half-court line. The foul there on Carter Campbell, now his third, team's fourth. Got to be honest with you, I'm a little surprised they didn't try this earlier. Andrews will pull the trigger, no good. Rodifer with another rebound. That's his seventh on the night. Or actually, eighth on the night. Okay, so that foul was on. Still trying to figure out who that foul was on. But again, the free throw was good there for Rodifer. So getting now 6 points, along with 8 rebounds right now. Connor Bell back in the ball game for Wapahani, the second of 2. Up and good as well. Nicely done, Hunter Rodifer. Give him 7. A 20-point lead here for Wapahani. Three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Camden Bell, his third on the night. Nice pass down low. Nice finish. Good unselfish play. And again, that was the right play. And that was excellently perfected right there from Eli Andrews with a great pass. And then Rodifer there with a fine finish. Nice defense there from Rodifer. That will be turned over, the 7th turnover here of the half, and Camden Bell lays that one in there for 2 more. 21 points now for Camden. Again, closed in on his season average so far through the first couple of games. He's right around 23, 24 points a game. Been small sample size, but still. That's rebounded by Carter Bell, his 4th on the night. Connor dribbles, kicks it back out near half court to Eli as just look to drain time off the clock right here. Rodifer there with a rebound. And under 1 minute to go. Connor back to Eli. So again, the Raider faithful here on their feet as time dwindles down. And Wapahani will turn it over. So that will be our 12th turnover here on the night. 7 in the first half, 5 here in the second half. So we'll get Swift, Lewis, and James back on the floor. Carter, Camden, and Eli will head to the bench. Addington, that post inside there to Adams, but we'll have a reach-in foul here on Rodifer. His fourth, team's second. Shots up, no good. And that will do it. Your final score, your Wapahani Raiders 61 and the Winchester Golden Falcons 37. Great first victory of the season, and the winning streak continues here at home for your Raiders. 61-37. Again, your final score here tonight. Again, tonight's game presented by East Jackson Auto Sales. Stick around here, folks. We'll have our Raiders Live postgame show coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Here's where now we're going to go ahead and send things on down here to our student sideline reporter, Bailey Clapper, as she will go ahead and have a chat here with head coach Jeff Andrews.
Thank you, Marvel. I'm Bailey Clapper, sideline reporting here with Wapahani head coach Jeff Andrews. Coach, personally, how do you feel tonight to get your first victory as head coach of the Wapahani Raiders?
Well, it feels good to get the monkey off my back. Thought we played really hard, so that's what I was most worried about. It was just nice to get a win.
The Raiders were in store for a battle tonight against the Golden Falcons, and that's exactly what we got. Give me your assessment on how the team played tonight and how that we can hopefully give them the confidence moving forward.
Well, every team we play, we have a target on our back because we've won so many over the years, so everybody wants to get us. So we competed. That was my main concern. We keep playing with that kind of effort, we'll be just fine.
As we talked earlier, the Raiders now have 2 games at home next weekend. How does it does not get any easier. LaPel next Friday night and Hagerstown next Saturday. Do you have any insight what we can expect from these opponents and how the guys will need to prepare for this next week?
Well, both games are going to be a battle. LaPel's a rivalry, and like I said, we'll get the hard at work to practice this week, and we'll be ready to go.
Thank you, Coach Andrews, for joining us. Congratulations. Back to you, Marvo.
All right, thank you, Bailey, and thank you to head coach Jeff Andrews. Congratulations there to Coach with his first win as a varsity head coach here for Wapahani. So congratulations there to Jeff and the entire coaching staff and the basketball team here tonight. A hard-fought victory, no doubt about that. You know, the Raiders, first 2 games, it wasn't, what you hope for. I mean, obviously, you play to win, but it didn't work out that way the first 2 times around, but great bounce back right here, and just keep getting to work. That's what we've seen here tonight. These guys played hard and played well and got the job done. So, Again, thank you there to head coach Jeff Andrews for stopping by there for a brief moment. Again, our student sideline reporter Bailey Clapper for doing another fantastic job for us here tonight. So again, make sure to stay right here with us. Again, don't go anywhere. We'll have more here on our Raiders Live postgame show coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, this is Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home is a real estate company that prioritizes community involvement, and we have a humans over houses philosophy. We specialize in both property listings and buyer representation, ensuring top-notch service with top producing agents. Our mission is, and has always been, to enrich people's lives by helping them find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate consistently maintains open communication, and we build trust through honesty and integrity. Whether you're listing $1 million property in a gated community, or you are a first-time home buyer just starting the process, at Next Home Elite Real Estate, our agents are committed to providing exceptional service and expertise. We actively participate and invest in local events, local sponsorships, charities, and initiatives to strengthen community bonds. Our agents love being a corporate sponsor to Ball State University, and when you choose Next Home Elite Real Estate, you never know who you're going to run into.
After working with Next Home Elite Real Estate, I knew that I would be choosing them for future transactions simply because they communicated throughout the entire process, they were friendly, and they were tenacious marketers working for me so I can achieve my goals.
Voted as the best real estate company in Muncie's quest for the best, I want you to know we are more than a real estate company. We're part of your community. We are creating lasting relationships and emphasizing the human element in every transaction.
A lot of times, a new home is a joyous event, a promotion, a celebration of marriage, relocation, but this wasn't that type of event. We needed someone in a company who cared about us, who showed compassion and empathy. Our realtor was with us the entire time. He sat and grieved with my sisters and I. He realized that this wasn't about money, but about taking care of our family home.
When you're ready to buy or sell a home, contact Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-729-5181 or visit our website at mynexthomeelite.com.
Eason digs it out. Hunzinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making a rain, baby. Gerald for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field, and gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a 2-run shot. All right, welcome back in here, basketball fans, again with our Taylor Architects, Inc. Raiders Live postgame show. Again, Wapahani victorious tonight here in this evening's home opener of this 2025-2026 boys basketball season. Again, the final score here tonight, your Wapahani Raiders 61, the Winchester Golden Falcons 37. Overall, and I know head coach Jeff Andrews touched on it there during the post-game interview. I thought the effort, that the Raiders played with, not that it's been bad first two games, but you could definitely tell tonight played with great effort, great enthusiasm. They worked their tails off, and they got the job done. Winchester right there in the second half got the game down within about 5 points, 5-6 points, I believe. And then Wapahani kicked it into high gear. And I even mentioned this right there in the fourth quarter. You started seeing more double team, trying to trap the basketball, did Winchester. And to be honest with you, it seemed like it was too little too late at that point. They was already down by, it was right around 20 points. I'm surprised they didn't go ahead and start doing that sooner. But again, I'm not the coach. That has nothing to do with me. I'm just calling a ball game. But I was a little bit surprised with that. But Wapahani still, handled that pressure. Even when Winchester did, kind of show their cards there a little bit, what they was trying to do defensively right there at the end. But just a solid all-around ball game here for Wapahani. I thought we took better care of the basketball there in the second half. Not that we did a bad job in the first half. We had 12 turnovers overall, 7 in the first half, 5 in the second half. But I thought we did a much better job. There's no doubt about that. I thought we did a much better job. Just got to continue to get better. And I said it before. That's a young team. These these guys really have to, continue to work at it every single day. And I know that these guys have the work ethic and the overall, know-how as far as how to get things done correctly and play the game the right way. It's just about continuing to get reps, because of the inexperience that we do have that's in the lineup and that's coming off the bench that, again, these guys are fulfilling roles that's not been asked of them before. So, they're adjusting, they're getting better, and I'm telling you what, and this is why I said this before, don't panic, because these guys are just getting started. It's a brand new season, brand new opportunity for these guys, and as long as they continue to play hard, and not only that, but work hard in practice, in ball games, great things will happen for these guys. And glad to see them get them victory number 1 here tonight, and happy there for head coach Jeff Andrews there and his coaching staff. But the Raiders were led here tonight by by Camden Bell, 21 points and 3 rebounds. Carter Bell finished up with 19 points and 4 rebounds. Next we have Hunter Rodifer, 9 points, 9 rebounds. Eli Andrews, 7 points, 2 rebounds. Next we have Connor Bell with 3 points and 3 rebounds. Caleb Lewis with 2 points, and then Quentin James with 4 rebounds there for the grand total of 61 points scored for your Wapahani Raiders. The Raiders, again, as I mentioned, 12 turnovers, did a much better job taking good care of the basketball there in the second half, and finished up the night 12 of 13, 92% from the free throw line. I love that stat. I love a team that does that shoots well from the free throw line, because that can win you and lose you a ball game very easily if you shoot good or poorly from the line. So it was nice to see us shoot the ball well there from the charity stripe tonight. And now moving on to next Friday night at home here against the Lapel Bulldogs. Again, JV start time, 6 o'clock, varsity game to follow. Again, that'll be a double dose of Raider basketball next weekend. Friday against Lapel, Saturday against Hagerstown. Again, you will see us back in action here on the broadcast tomorrow night. For us, it's going to be a varsity-only broadcast. I have some other scheduling conflictions right there that will prevent us from doing the JV girls game tomorrow night. But we will be doing the varsity girls basketball game tomorrow night here at home when Wapahani takes on Randolph Southern. So I apologize to the girls. There's so much going on. I'm actually going to be going down there for the Christmas and Selma event that I was talking to Cook and Bell about earlier, and that I was talking about here on the broadcast. But I'll be down there at that for a little while. But then I'm going to come back and broadcast the varsity girls game tomorrow night. So we hope you guys tune in, show your support here for our girls. Love to see you out here at Raider Gymnasium. Again, JV start time 6 o'clock. Again, the varsity game to follow. Again, you can catch us live for the varsity broadcast only tomorrow night as Wapahani will take on Randolph Southern. So, folks, until then, again, your final score here this evening, the Wapahani Raiders 61, the Winchester Golden Falcons 37. Wapahani 1-2 on the season as Winchester will now fall to 0-2. Tomorrow night, we'll see you all then. Until then, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy saying good night from Raider Gymnasium.